Okay. Testing. Oh, I forgot to mute it on this. Oops. There we go. That should be better. Okay, that sounds fine. Okay, let's go to the real test. Let's go to this and unmute it. Bam! Okay, I forgot. I can't. Okay, hold on. No idea. Okay, alright. Testing phrase. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll fix it as we go. Get rid of that. Then go to that. Should be good. Okay. Oh, I forgot to change the title. No. There's no. It couldn't get any worse. That's fine. It's not like I have millions of people. My adoring fans. Let me take a little sip of water. Oh well. Oh, I forgot that's probably loud. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. July 10th, 1:40 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Where's my controller? There's. Apollo, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act, and right in front of the and right in the middle of Lamar's performance. The reason why she was in that air vent, and that switch, and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took. My boy, my goat, Dad. Mr. Wright, you believed in me? Not really. Oh man, my goat didn't believe in me. Huh? I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance and say, hiya. Why do you even bother hoping? Where have you been lately? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Ah, sorry about that, Tracy. I'm on a secret mission. Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Like Mr. Latois, only shorter and not as well dressed. Oh no! What if you're shot too, Dad? Why'd I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. What? Good luck. Right. ... Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Maki Tabaye off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darian Crescent. It won't be easy proving he did it, especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption, namely that our Diva Divine is telling the truth. What about all the proof? The brooch and the switch. A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. But if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky. Emma? Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is. What are those, Dad? They don't look like very good snacking material. They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of a gunpowder. Gunpowder? Probably a firecracker or something similar. Like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Under the sofa. Hey, Apollo. That's where we found that little device thingy. Very astute. Right. This. Well, finally some evidence makes sense. Burnt fragments added to the court record. That's all for me, I suppose. See you after the verdict, maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me? Find Darien Crescent's igniter and set it off. Ooh. Very, very mysterious. And he walked out the door just like a magician. Normally. What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean? I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we go back in there. Let's look at this. Nothing really that obvious. So, do you think this was some kind of firecracker? Yeah, or one of those noisemakers, like you shoot off on New Year's. Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing. Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay. What about this? Incuritis. Incuritis syndrome, first case in country. There we go. July 10th, 1:55 p.m. District Courtroom number 3. Here we go. Oops. That is my bad. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darien was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Oh, I know. There, forehead. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darien Crescent. Name and occupation, please. Darien Crescent. Detective Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division for those who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Gavineers. Maybe you've heard of us? Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darien. And don't call me partner. Feh! So much for old friends. I see what you're doing, Darien. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial? Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lamoire's testimony, if in fact you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Borginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Ha! Oh, wait, no. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Hee-haw. ... Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. Here we go. I'm ready. Darien's rebuttal. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if... Didn't Detective Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. I find that hard to believe. So you claim Lamoire's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Darien. Look, all I'm saying is, you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. Can't do this with Lamoire's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Okay. Let's do it. Darien's rebuttal. Here's the line, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. Hold it. You never talked to her even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darien wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Ugh. As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lamoire's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof. Bum, 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 bum. That is it. Hold it! We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So? She just flubbed it up, big time, that's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid, and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her, if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Darien, watch what you say. Lamoire is an artiste. She just flubbed it up? That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. Teehee. She got to you, alright. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head. I'm detecting a rift in Gavanier's ranks. Anyway, she's too close to defend it. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Didn't Detective Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? It's true. It's very true. Unless found in the crashing bearing gunpowder residue, possibly a firecracker. Okay. Hold on. And the graded detective returns. Okay. Here we go. Didn't Detective Sky whose gunshots was started anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. Okay. We're gonna present the fire to that, unless he gives us something better than this first one.
Hold it!
You don't have any proof she's lying. Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied? No. I'm just saying, Apollo, glare back at him! I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent. Yeah? What do you want? Nothing. Apollo! Chin up, back straight. You're wilting! This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. Okay. We're gonna hit him. We're gonna hit him with this. Objection! Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? The first was this small device. That's the remote triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing. What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. Eh? How did Gavin know about this? What? Oh wait, what? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning, before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. Darian. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been 2 firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. Okay. Haha. You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when 2 witnesses came walking by? Ha! That's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then? If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man? How do I explain this? He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it. May not look it. Oh wait, may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. He picked us up in front of the door to the dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? You could hear what was going on in that hallway. Even if you were on stage! Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Air Forehead. I've got a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You've raised the possibility that the gunshots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think. You better know, Apollo. Otherwise, you're through. It can be proven! You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you. Let's continue with the cross-examination, then, shall we? Witness, your testimony, if you would. This isn't going to be easy. There we go. I need some decisive proof and fast. You ready, kid? Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. Okay. We're saving. We're saving. During the second set. How do I prove this took place in the second set? Okay. Okay. Crime scene was Lamar's dressing room. Victim shot in the shoulder. Death to loss of blood from 9 to 9:30. That's probably not right. Held in victim's left hand, holds keys, a guitar case, and a motorcycle. Would he have had this in the second act? Would this prove he had it in the second act? And couldn't have had it in the third? Hold on. Found. Okay. Okay. I think. Man, how do I? Okay. The shooting took place during the. Let's see your proof. Okay. Okay. If we're gonna try the igniter, no, that wouldn't make sense. The shooting took place. How can I prove that though? What if? Can't be article. Can't be this. Can't be the guitar. Can't even prove this was done in the second act. Not this. Found on stage. Can't be this. Maybe the igniter? Nah. Maybe the headset? Receiver / transmitter for voice signal with a 30-foot range. All concert staff wore one. This doesn't really prove it happened. This doesn't prove anything. I think the shooting took place during the second set. But we now know you can see. So that can't be it either. Death due to loss of blood. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna try the keys. Yeah.
Objection!
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly contradicts. I thought you don't sound very sure, Mr. Justice. Objection overruled. I don't think that won me any points. Okay, let's look through the whole thing again. Okay. She's lying. First place, she never heard my voice. She forgot words because of gunshots, as if... Well... We know she did because of this, right? It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamoire's song. Her song? What exact... Oh! Could it be picked up? What if the gunshots were picked up? I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. A new variation of gramophone, perhaps? Come on, we just use this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? Move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lamoire's voice included. Ho ho! But what does this prove? According to Lamoire's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words of the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, right? Or, yeah. You might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ha! Ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back on that dressing room out on the stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lamoire's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Now let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now! Lamoire stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Here we go. Which one is her? Play. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta catch it. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Take that! Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamoire's vocals. Oh yeah. We got him. We got him. Why, it sounded like a gunshot. What? This has to be some kind of mistake. I believe the case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamoire's testimony was true. Grah! Order! So she was telling the truth about what she heard? It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latois. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch! Now! Just after that, there was a gunshot. And then the guitar caught fire. Caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't two bullets fired from this weapon? Lamorne was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must have not been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, wha-bam! The gun fired again, and Mr. Latour's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent? That man's nervous! Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. Ah, once again I am reminded of something. Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Air Forehead. What is it with you today? Or what is it with today? Problem after problem. A tongue. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp. And to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian! I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latour. Or, I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Latour's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscathed with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait! I mean, his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? Ha! You're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescent? I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearms issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latour, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired! Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Yeah, that guy's guilty. He did it. He did it. Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey you, attorney. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on the tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm ready. He's done. Proof of innocence. Come on. Come on! Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy! I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Okay. Okay. He makes a point. A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latour had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great. Now I need to find a motive. Here we go. Come on! Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy, I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? If I didn't know him, I have no proof of that. I have no proof of that. No motive. No motive. I mean, the only motive he could have is this replica, because that's what he was looking for, right? I mean, he didn't know him, but he must have caught wind that he was looking for someone that had this, which, as we now know, would have been used to cure this. So... Objection! Your Honor, take a look at this. What's that? Looks like candy. It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescent, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one that color. It is a variety only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latois, does it? It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of? Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. A curative? For what? Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medication of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. What? There was an incident several years ago where some of these got onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware. Intriguing. All this has led to the strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol. Right! The victim, Romain Latois, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latois wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Also, I was going to sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny? Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business. Cocoon smuggling. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latois undercover. You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I going to risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. According to the reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Here we go. Prepare yourself. Huh? Interpol's all hot and bothered about him. Can't sell him on the black market, too dangerous. Okay. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't lucrative anymore. Can't sell them on the black market. Okay. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Like, you can't sell them because it's too dangerous, but I don't think you want to sell them. As a matter of fact, I think you want to buy them. You want to buy one for our boy. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this? The article. That's about the Chief Justice's. A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon. But so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for enteritis. Enteritis? I've heard of that somewhere. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Aha! Why, that's the disease of the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You are saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband, not even to save his own son's life? But even if the deal went through, why it'd be an international scandal. That's Detective Crescent's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice? Where's your proof? What? Well, oh yeah, you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Briginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about the cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Briginian Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked. Okay. Okay. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know. There is though. There was one that you knew of. Oh my god.
Objection!
We got him. We got him. Actually, there is one way. What? One way to get something out of the country. No checks. What is it? You become a prosecutor. Oh, we got him! A prosecutor? I don't believe it. Believe it. Believe it! Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemoire. How did it end up here? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Virginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamar's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched? Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying the guitar was With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy. To use your guitar as a mule to... Oh my god. To use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Briginia! What? Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar has some work done on it recently, right? Work? Good memory in your forehead. Well, you know how guitars have round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Well, I found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes. This, in fact. An igniter! Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached to your guitar, inside your guitar? You mean... He means this, of course. There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use Picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. Picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. Okay. And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band? York. Bedoing. Order. So the igniter was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Air forehead. At last, it all comes together. Very strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro? First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latois. Mr. Latois, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latois tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch, now! The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then... Oh my god, wait. Maki was with him. Dude, they were in on it. Oh, okay. Everything makes sense. I see it all. It's right there. Here we go, I'm ready. And then, Mr. Latois died, with Lamoire there to witness it. There's your case. Brilliant, man. Detective Crescent? I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly? For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darien. The Republic of Briginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Ha! Let's see how you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh? It's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Borginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lamar heard proves it. It's over. Press the switch, now! You made this transmission from backstage, while your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it? This is it. The coup de grace. And for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped them. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice? Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's easy. Couldn't have been easier. There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. And that person is the defendant, Maki Tabai. But Mr. Justice, he's your client. A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I am here to defend him in murder of Mr. Latois. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lemoire? It couldn't have been. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. Electronic signals? Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, that's true. Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemoire was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, it seems that Lemoire still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. They were raised. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lemoire stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lemoire's position in the air vent. Ah! Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that? Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time? Ah? Ah. Well, I don't see why not. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk? First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo. What exactly were we supposed to see in this video? The problem isn't what we see, correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off the igniter? Is that right? Yes? Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. We'll take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem, man. Oh, and that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it? Ah! Yeah. How's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You've got Miss Diva, the guitar. You've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with their hands free was the Diva. Lemoire. But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Irk. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. If they couldn't even press a switch. Oh my god. The piano plays non-stop. You couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mr. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo? Were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Maki Tabaya didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here are some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on the matter now. Was the defendant Maki Tabaya the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought. Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then your whole case is ruined. I know that! It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. Arg. What do I do? What do I do? Ack, there has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd. Wait a second. What? You thought of something? What was Kevin saying just now? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just something odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did you hear that was odd? Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Maki Tabaya pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. I can prove it. I don't know if you call this proof, per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. There, forehead. You sure about this? Ha! Accept it. There's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what base do you claim that your defendant pressed that switch? Here we go.
Take that!
It's gotta be in here. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about the music? Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flames. Okay. I hear a piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. I think Maki could have played that part with one hand. One hand? He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. Ha! What, so you're some kind of piano savant? Actually no. Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Irk. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey Trucy. Yeah? You got something? Mr. Wright? No, wait, I'm not Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, your father has he's a pianist. Could he... Oh, Dad? You couldn't play a part like that even if you had 3 hands. So sorry. So sad for you. No, not really. That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way. Man, how are you going to prove whether he played with one hand or two? You can't. I admit, it will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described it as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No way. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flames. Maki was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire. And one section of the song proves it. Okay. Oh, I'm picking a section. Okay. Let's go with the piano. Yeah. Is this piano? No, you could have done it then. Dum, dum. Now you can totally play that one-handed. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Air Forehead. Realized what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to that part in question, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but a fleeting" melody phrase. Man, how many times do we have to listen to that same thing? You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section? The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace." Hold on, BRB. We are so back. Bum, bum, bum. Ugh. What was it doing? Right. Ah! Play verse 2 again. Pleasure. But a fleeting melody. There. Did you hear that? They feel the same, true. But they're clearly very different. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure. Oh. That's my fault, gang. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mute. There we go. Urk! Hoorah! What's that prove? I would think you'd know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the 2 verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing the arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background. Oh! Back up! I already backed up. I already backed up Green Tea 173. If that's even your real name. There we go. That was when I noticed. Why would the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself. Now ask yourself why Maki changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. Work. Gobble. Order! 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 I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. Huh. What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it! I shut him up. Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Ahaha, hee-ha-ha, hoo-hoo. Good show, Sleeves. No. Great show. It's not over? I don't like when he looks so happy. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed in you, Air Forehead. Huh? Me? Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts! Anyone can see it was him. Shakes head. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But 1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current— That sucks! What? I don't believe it! It does not seem as though the defense has any more... Wait, what? It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. What is this? What am I looking at? Odd noises? I didn't even know you could post links in here. Hold on. We're looking at this in real time. We're looking at this right now. right now. Hold. Hold. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold on. Give me a second. You know what? We'll look at that later. Hold on. Hold on. Why can't I? Why? Hold on. Okay. I'm stupid. Give me a second. Boom, dun, 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 boom. Oh, I'm hearing double. Oh, my ears. Oh yeah. Now close this. Now open this. Haha. You know what? I don't know why I got so distracted by that. We'll look at that later. Oh, I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back. But at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. What? The truth is staring us all in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo, remember what Dad said? Or what my dad said? It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. My goat! And be aware that it would be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. Find Darien Crescent's igniter and set it off. I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter. I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. So can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Dang. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter. What am I talking about? Huh? Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. Dun 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 ba na ba 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 da na ba ba ba. Okay. What? Or what? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, you'll be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo. What? And this igniter's supposed to burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry, and I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Therefore, Head, you are accusing this man, Darien Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latois and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darien Crescent. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay. This is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darien Crescent's plan is... Okay. Okay. We're safe, scummers. We're saving. Here we go. Why don't we simply call his accomplice? Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. Huh? So what is? It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt? Obviously. That guy's 14, that's crazy.
Take that!
Take that! The one person who can prove Darien Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tabaye. Dun, dun. Okay, here we go. Yeah, your client? Again? Maki Tabaye was an accomplice of the Cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darien Crescent could not have gotten the Cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that Cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very Cocoons Mr. Latois was looking for. With the cooperation with the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a Cocoon. What? The burnt Cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would no doubt also find inside the burnt out guitar! Oh my god! I'm a genius! Aha! Very scientific of you. Thus, if Maki Tabaye acknowledges his agreement with Darien Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Burgundian Cocoon, the case is solved. Hee-ha-ha-ha-ha. Darien's laughing again. Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with Cocoon smuggling. What's this all about? Taking Cocoon out of the country means death. By Burgundian law. Ah! Yeah, see? If our penis really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. No, I missed it! Believe me, he's not talking, but you're wrong, Detective Crescent. What? It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. Ah, the victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia, and they'll likely broadcast her dealings in court today, including the part of the Burgundian Cocoon. Yeah, but... Oh. But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Burgundian police, and it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tabaye. Irk. The Cocoon smuggling your entire plan. Maki Tabaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of Cocoon smuggling! ... Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. What? I'll set you up someplace. Hidden mansion? Real nice. Want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on. Please! Don't Ah! Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Got a shred on him. Darien. I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession. Uh-oh. He's laughing again. There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. Oh yeah. Well, have you been listening to today's trial? Yes. And you'll talk? You tell this court everything? I didn't want to turn it out this way, but I'm not that kind of lawyer that we can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew. From the beginning I knew. Maki. Situation I cannot explain. But money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However, it has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Maki Tabai, yes, I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges of the murder of Mr. Latois, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. Oh my god! He has no sunglasses. I thank you. I only lie. But you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Maki Tabai. Here we go. Not guilty! Yeah! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's just what happens when you're the best. Court is adjourned. Adjourned. July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. I wonder what'll happen to Maki. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia. I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well. Dad! I owe you both my thanks. Lamar? Is something wrong? I'm sorry. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Maki was your partner on stage. Your friend. That is a bot. That I forgot to remove the space. Hold up. Hold up. Get banned, loser. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Yes. I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be? I'm still sorry. Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I am considering an eye operation. It was my suggestion, actually. My goat! You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving. According to the doctor, Lamar lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared. You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, almost looking straight to the truth. If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting. Painting? That's right! She's the landscape painter in sound, after all. I will paint the two of you. I promise. You don't know what we look like. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamar. I owe my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon. You bet. Me too. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Have them catch the killer at the end. Wait, what? I feel like I missed. Wait, did I miss the line text? I might have missed the line text. Ugh, man. Oh yeah, we're saving our progress. Save complete. You know what? One more. I think this is the last one in the season thing. Mason system. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh. 85 beats some 82. Oh! In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Okay. Okay, that's the first. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Are we in the internet? Ah! It's a duel. Oh my gosh. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. What is happening? What am I witnessing? Who are you? Hello? Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. It's the guy. The guy from the first episode. October 7, 10:37 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Hey Apollo, look on TV. Look. Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that. He's the last Gramarye, alright. Oh, he's the last Gramarye, alright. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow. What? I was writing about our last case and I have a journal? Apollo keeps a journal? Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. Why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the... Wait, what? I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamar disappeared. That's right. Uncle Valiant did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're seeing now is rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gavineers concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary True Gramarye is performing for the first time in 7 years. It's That's going to be great! I'm so there. You and Dad are coming too. The legendary Gramarys. If Truce's real father were still alive, oh, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Oh, okay. Magic ticket. Squeak. Oh, hold on. We're inspecting this ticket. 70 bucks. It's kind of pricey. Are you ready, Apollo? Ready for what? For what? For the true Grammarly Grand Magic Show. It's not like I'm getting on stage or anything. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on stage, or going up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one. Huh? You mean I can't go in this? No. Doesn't get more straightforward than that. Okay. Okay. Squeak! Ah! You're here. Working hard or hardly working? Who is this? Oh, my boy! My goat! Hey, how have you been? Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. Ahahaha. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yeah! Pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Dad. You're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know? Ahahaha. How right you are. So, you still can't tell us where your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyway. What? With me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the Juris system, right? Or Juris system, yes? The Juris system. That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking. There's a jury now? What? It's a real... What? Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe? Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. Juris system, huh? Oh, we're in. Okay, here we go. Tell me about this Juris system, my goat. So, Dad, what's this Juris system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people, chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. No! I don't want to be Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the Juris system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurors cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. Have we not had a jury system? I feel like there's been a jury in each one of these games. Ah, and there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. Your findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright. Ahaha! Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and Mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot? Hey! The secret mission. So, what is this secret mission? The Juris system is my mission, more or less. More or less? Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Juris System Simulated Court Committee! What? A chair of the Juris System Simulated... Okay. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow. It's like you have a real job. Oh man. She just called her dad a bum. I was never that good at the piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True, the case is a murder. That's not simple at all. By simple, did you mean that defendant is... guilty? Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. Wait, what? With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway. No sweat. Yeah. But there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in the worst case scenario. Ack. You mean the verdict's for real? It's not a test trial, that's a real trial. All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 AM. Hope you can make room in your schedule. What? Why am I only hearing about this now? Yes. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Eh? Something that happened last night. What? Hey Apollo, I know you're all excited about that top secret mission. But what about this? The true Grummery Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks. They're grand illusions! Miracles! The apocalypse! No, I didn't finish. Heaven and earth will shake! So what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go! Let's go today! We can say hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun. They were being so mean. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless. I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Ah, Grummery. That reminds me. What's this, Dad? Isn't that silk hat the Grummery seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks. It's great. But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. Then it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic. I've given up on trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Dad? No. Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Dude, that's so ominous. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Grummery's envelope obtained. An envelope about the Grummerys, huh? Let's look at it. Oh? Ah, look over here. A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it. That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Isn't it enough if you can read your own name? Oh, never thought of it that way. Is that it? I think that's it. Alright, my goat, tell me about this trial simulation. Alright, so what case are you going to use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Well, mine. Committee chair, remember? Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose. I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good. That's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo. If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Yeah, that's my goat. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. But, alright. I recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. You just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. What does that mean? Well, time is a-wasting. We're moving. Mobilize. Wait. Examine. The plant. The plant. It intrigues you, doesn't it? Not really. It's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. Ahaha. No, no secrets. Lots of memories. And a name, too. Wanna hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie, if you're curious. Really, I wasn't. Here we go. To the detention center! October 7. Detention center, visitor's room. ... That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Or, what are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Oh. Eek. What? Where'd you come from? What? Well, anyway, please have a seat. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give him a voice. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. What? She passed out. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Ty. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened? I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. Oh. Look! She's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. We're gonna give her that. Here we go. Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on our first date. And this is the love letter we pass from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. And Vera's card added to the court record. And you're giving me this card because... Oh? Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew Studio is something of the crime, or is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Let's look at the card. Nothing there. What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost. And on the back, just her name. Seems odd to me. Huh? What does? Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space in the back for a self-portrait? Or a caricature? The people would remember what you look like too. That's not a bad idea, actually. Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo. She's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. Okay. Off we go. To Drew Studio. October 7, Drew Studio. Wow, this looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around? There's a tape on the ground there. It's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Oh, we got Picasso. A pufferfish. And a man by a river. Huh? Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. Drew Misham's painting added to the court record. All the paintings have a really different style, too. Ah! I thought I might find you two here. Oh, my other goat! Emma, long time no see. Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Who? Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Whoa. Whoa. This just got real sexist real fast. But poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snickoos. can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene, or else. Tell me about the victim. So this Drew Misham was some kind of artist? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in this studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in that letterbox there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? Letterbox added to the court record. In any case, the only person beside him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. That's not a coincidence. It happened during an interview, apparently. His interview ever... Oh wait, I feel like I missed a word. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? The defendant, actually, tell me about the defendant. So this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep. A real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? Why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? You mean see for yourself, I think. Tell me about the night of the crime. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess my mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview? At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera almost always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his first interview? When did the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was a reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Okay. Well, let's look around. That letterbox looks funny, sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Let's take a look. Oh, I can look at these. Okay. Nothing on the back. No clues. Yep, no clues. What about this one? A pufferfish. Is that a pufferfish? Apollo, that's clearly a porcupine fish. They're not the same thing? You know what gets me? They've got all those needles, right? What's protecting that soft spot on the lower belly there? Nothing! Must remember to keep Juicy away from small, round fish. Okay. That's it. Apollo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. Oh, looks like it was only half completed. Huh? That's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you too? They do, actually. What's that all about? That's gonna be important, probably. Okay. I guess that's it. There's another painting back here. Hey, there's a painting hidden back there. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. It's just a painting, but finished. That's hardly something to get mad about. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, it's... Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. Hmm? I better get a professional opinion on this. Hidden painting added to the court record. I wonder, does this one have a signature? No signature. Hey Apollo, this painting, I know it. Huh? Really? It's that story where the old woman is doing the wash in the river, and this giant peach comes a floating down. Comes a floating on down. That might possibly be the strangest thing I've ever heard. Okay. Okay, what about this coffee? Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poisoned mug of coffee. I would hope so. Poisoned coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. Coffee mug added to the court record. What about this tea? I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests? Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. So the killer was after Drew Misham alone. Let's look at this cup. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Blue. Why is there blue? Hey, look here! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Better ask Emma. Okay. Let's keep looking. Why is this, like, spilled over? Eek! Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end. Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating. But if he died here, what about this coffee mug? Oh boy. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this. So this is Drew Misham, and this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close, a happy little family, until you arrested his daughter. Ack! Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, what about this ominous red envelope? This envelope has been opened and resealed. Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? Postmark on this letter. It's from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter then seal it again? I better hang on to this. Okay. Let's take a little gander. Let's see. Apollo, look! It's been opened once here. You're right. Wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma! Let's ask her. Okay. A lot of things to ask Emma. One of those puppet thingies. Something about the way that figure is posed. I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo! See? You're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? I think not. Okay. Why does he have all of this? Is this desk for painting, Apollo? That would be a drafting table. Drafting? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought. Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too? It's a fair point, Apollo. I wonder the same thing. What is all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But these cost like 50 bucks at a magic shop. Let's see. What's this? Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. You could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. Oh. What is all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really. Wait, did I read this? I did. Okay. What did I miss on the table? Books. Is this a journal? A journal! Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line. Arg. You had me going for a while there. Hey, Apollo. What's this feather thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Let's see. Ooh, cute! Look at this tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on a desk? This is a late lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Alright, I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay. Got everything here. Okay. Time to ask questions. What can you tell me about this? Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one? What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now look at this one. Oh my god, he was tracing it. This is the third painting he was working on. Hey, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. True Mission was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good. Copying a painting? Before. Okay, tell me about this! Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim. Eh? Ah! That? What? Yes! Well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. Tell me about this! Emma, about this. Oh, that! Yes, why that's a bright red envelope. She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. You mean you were the one who ripped this open? Please, I could have steamed it open. But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one. But it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. Here we go. Forensic science. I bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking... I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at the crime scene? What is it we always do? Scientifically? Oh wait, I said that. What is it we always do scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay. Meaning we get, scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Tell me about this envelope. Emma, about this... Oh, that way is the same. Oh? Oh. Man. I could've... Okay, wait, hold on. It's the same. That's the same. That's the same. This is all the same. Oh, here we go. About the envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-ray you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization... something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically, it lets you see inside things. Like envelopes? That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Or, a bit more complicated than that in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works, scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of Of course, I've already checked out everything. Suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Oh. Yarg! What are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out. Then I wouldn't need an x-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it out on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. Of course she does. Scanning, scanning. You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the later view of the envelope. Later view? You got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there with up, down, left, right for me, would you? Okay. Okay. That's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something. See? That's how you read the letters on a ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except, I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that the sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks. Okay, this is. I am not understanding what she's saying. So you can only show what's written in that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with up, down, left, right on the left side while holding A? It's very... Oh. Oh. There. That fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again just a little. Good. Now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat. Let's do some more. Okay. Bam. Oh, wrong way. It's a lot of effort. Okay. Try... Hold on. I need more. More dots. Okay, surely this is enough. Okay, it's not. Bam. Here we go. Okay, let's print this one out. Lottery number 0016. Try again. She lost. Does that mean I have to buy another one to win? Well, it's Emma's ticket. Let her buy another one. It's okay. There's no need. But see, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Here we go. Science! Okay. Get all these dots. Oh yeah. I'm a real scientist. Mr. Drew Misham have deposited $100,000! Okay, let's print this one out. Mr. Drew Misham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. So he got $100,000 from 7 years ago? Okay. His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. Here it goes with the second page then. Oh my god, here we go. It's all in the name of science. So much text. I think there ain't no way that girl poisoned her dad, because it is ridiculous. They put just poison on where the lips go. It's a really huge gamble. Okay, back to the letter. Okay, let's print this one out. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp. Wait, what? And send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. Oh. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy, though? And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? The only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him? Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Rev envelope updated. Found and contains 2 sheets of writing paper. Thanks for that, Emma. Now... Oh, okay. Time for the mug. Tell me about this mug right now. I'm gonna skip this initial dialogue, because I already had that. Here we go. Here we go. A little more. Just a little more. Here we go. About that poison analysis. I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, the solution is used to test for for poison. Antrocanine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but is absorbed into the body astonishingly slow. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown that that's fine, really. You don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please. You don't have to ask twice. I already use it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah! What are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poisons, shall we? Oh, okay. Bam! Bam! Okay. Bam! I actually have to look. Okay. Okay. What about here? Okay, so the game might have had something in mind. I have no idea where else this poison could be. It's okay. I'll just have to spray everything. Okay, not there, not here, not there, or there. But wasn't it supposed to be there? That's fine. Is it actually not on any of this? Are you serious? Okay. This, I did not think it'd make me do this. I thought I'd be like, oh my gosh, look at this really cool gadget, and then just walk me through it. But I guess I'm actually looking for something. Where could it be? I feel like I sprayed everything. What if the tanks? No. Chair? Actually, if it's okay, wait. So this poison is for sure physically on something. It's not like a liquid or anything. So what this means is the envelope, maybe? No. What the heck? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. What if... Okay. What if... Can I use this on stuff? I can't. Okay. It's somewhere. I know it. I've sprayed everything. I don't understand. I don't understand. What if it's not this? Am I really gonna have to spray everything? I really don't want to have to spray everything. Oh wait, too bad, no reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Yeah, what is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk? I did. No, I definitely sprayed it. What do you mean I don't think so? I definitely sprayed that. Let's check it out just to be sure. Oh, you mean like in depth on that desk? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, we're onto something. Really cooking with gas. Eek! A reaction, Apollo. Arg. Where? The inside of that cute little frame. Look. Oh, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Tiny frame added to the court record. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? It looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. So Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you, because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face. What was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with the painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today too. He said something about covering a magician. He's at the stadium. Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that only leaves one other person. It wasn't Valen Gremory by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valen Gremory. Looks like I'll be heading out to the Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Bushel's card. Let me look at it. Look at the frame. Examine everything. Okay. Looks like you have to take this back part off first to put a photo inside. It'd have to be really small to fit in there. True. And that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison on something like this? Well, there's one obvious reason. Laura put poison in the coffee, rubbed the bit on there too. It's not very obvious, Trucy. Okay. Now the business card. I guess you gotta have a good business card if you work freelance. Really? What's this? A camera lens finder? Do reporters take photos too? I guess if he's freelance, he'd have to. Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and a defense attorney. You'd always win. Why don't I become a rock star too while I'm at it? Top dollar for information. Okay. Let's go find this guy. October 7th, Sunshine Coliseum. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was a place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valiant. What about the case? Whoa, ha 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 ha! Only a performer laughs like that. Oh, it's him! I'm out of water. If my voice dies, it's over. Young Miss Trucy! How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream! Teehee, Uncle Valiant. How's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are! Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you! Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wishes to congratulate you! Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I shall perform! Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn! Here on stage, by my hand! Oh my gosh. That hurt. That really hurt. Oh god. The big magic show. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramarye Miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Dad? My co-magician in training, Zach Gramarye. If that terrible thing hadn't... It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valiant Gramarye, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle. Or, thanks, Uncle Valiant. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see great Magnifi's illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Magnifi Gramarye, please. My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramarye, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. This is hurting me. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been witness for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramarye true secrets, it falls upon me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? Oh my gosh. If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. 7 years? That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Performance rights? Tell me about them. Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea. A trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this, and bequeathed
bequeathed it in his will to one person.
You mean him?
Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gremory was the inheritor of the Gremory miracle.
Dad.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years.
Ah,
Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of a mighty Mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself.
is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Dad. Oh my gosh. I think I still gotta talk to him too. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab water because I'm out of water, and I can't keep doing that if he's without any water. I'll be I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh yeah, we are so back. Let's go here. Do this. Bam. And just like that, we are back. Time to go on with the thing. Got my water. I'm all set. Hold on. Let's do this. Present. What can you tell me about this envelope? I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Aha! Why, that bears the Gramarye seal!
Uncle Valen? Something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Huh? Dad gave it to me.
Your dad? My
No. My other dad, Phoenix Wright.
Why now? Why would your lord?
Wait, what?
Why would your lord, Dad?
Lord Dad? It's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
This signature upon the back. Do you recognize it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of water to keep doing this. That's okay. Got a whole bottle.
That belongs to none other than Zack Gramarye.
What? Dad signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? Okay. So you didn't like that at all. What about this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want if it's a challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Or wait.
You want me to make that disappear? Very well. Give it to me.
No, wait, no, don't do that. Are all magicians like this? Apollo? How was that look just now? I was just thinking how hard it is to get my information out of a magician. Hold on. Wait, where's a reporter? Can I move? Okay. Okay. Have you seen this man? Oh wait, no, you're supposed to get an interview. Of course you've seen this man. So, the journalist was here at our story.
All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel, 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 Brushel.
I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it.
Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want? Okay. I'm gonna take a little sip of water before he keeps talking. Here we go.
A man by that name called me on now. Or called me on just now.
Just now?
Valent's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all very confusing.
I am to perform.
Oh wait, no. Oh no, yeah.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes. I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magician of Gramarye.
Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommend he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators.
The detention center?
He was a rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him.
Ooh, here it comes, Apollo. Gold Violence magic. Big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
He must have really not liked that journalist.
Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations.
By your leave, Miss
By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valent.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
Okay. I shall do just that. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Off we go then. Banana, oops. October 7, Detention Center Visitors Room. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, wait, no, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? Oh my goodness. Why does he look like that? Oh, dude, I got it. Hold on. Let me think. Okay, let's try it.
Hey there.
No.
Hey.
Hold on. Hey, no.
Hey there. How you doing?
Who am I? No, that's not it. Gotta think. Ah, sorry. We didn't know someone was already here. Oh, Apollo Justice. Attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You're just... You...
Dude, I'm gonna get it down.
You're Justice? How? Are you?
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beans, end quote.
That's not true. What's he writing? Are you a reporter by any chance?
Oh, you're Trucy.
Huh? Am I famous?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything he owns in her.
what? Eek. That's so not true. Just hold on to your breeches there. Oh, wait.
I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy.
Interview?
So guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need, end quote.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with them. Did you come here to interview the guard?
Oh, wait, what a pickle.
Oh, okay. There's gotta be a better way to do this.
Oh, wait, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. I had to interview someone else or go plumb crazy, end quote.
Huh. I should have guessed.
Where are my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just close his eyes, writes, end quote.
What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins?
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what really is. Roll the romp through crossroads of mayhem madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So, I guess this is giving the rundown. So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist?
Ah, me? Look,
No, I can't do it that way. Hold on.
let me state one thing for the record here.
Yeah?
I'm the interviewer, you understand? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote.
Okay.
For instance,
Actually, I gotta check how that sounds. Hold on.
you think the movie director watches movies?
Ain't no way I missed it. Hold on. Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly, I knew you would understand.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll keep it like that. Sure. Huh? Wait, what does that mean? Tell me about the night of the crime, Mr. Brushel. So the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio.
To me? Look, let me state one thing for the record.
Yeah?
I may look calm, collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote.
I can understand the philosophy, but
You don't know the thing about one-way tickets. Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
true enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly, see? That's the same thing.
What is the interview? What can you tell me about this interview?
So you knew.
Wait,
So
hold on.
So you want to do a story on Drew Mission?
Oh wait, no, wait. That's not. Okay. So you want to do a story on Drew Mitchum, and he never had a story done about him before?
That's right. Look at me. State one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're going to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew Andrew? Why do you interview in the first place?
Oh, why do they interview in the first place? Well, yes.
Look, it's like, oh I got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy is going to tell you where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe?
Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
There's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right. I guess we'll leave then.
Ah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it.
Sure. Tell us. Just for the heck of it, I think, right? Is that what she said? Yeah.
I remember it was like yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup. When an article in the tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down the river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach.
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers, end quote.
Okay. Gotcha. What can you tell me about this? Wait, what? Wait, no, that's not right.
Alright, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're going to say. Brushel, take this. Write brilliant column, end quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing. And that's food. Try to understand.
What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said. This guy, okay. What do you know about... I already gave him that. No, wait, that's wrong. Wait. Okay, okay. Not this. What else can I show him? Maybe this one? Okay, yeah, this is the same thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't think he's responding to anything here. Okay. Let's just go look around one more time. Oh. October 7, Drew Studio. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's with that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you got going, Emma? Okay. So, Emma knows something. She's not telling me about it. Well, actually, no. We learned that this is stolen. This is stolen. Okay. This painting came from... Wait, hold on. I think we have to skip to there. It was... Oh, already here. It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. A forger? Forger. So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So, Drew Misham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries to supplement his work in an illustration, I guess. Okay. So maybe the person that was giving him that money, maybe they killed him because he was like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to. That's you know what? That's the theory right now. That's the theory we're running with. Okay, I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if the painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing? Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True. That would be interesting, and maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say. Well, I already buttered her up, so I should be able to just ask about the paintings again. It should be like, you think you want to use one of these? Possibly. I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out. Let's do this one. Scanning. Okay. Let's look at this sketch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting valuable data from this. It's starting to look a lot like. Wait, is this just gonna be the painting? Oh, this is definitely not. This is definitely not the painting. This is not the painting. Wait, it's like a fortune. Oh my goodness. What? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. Finished painting isn't anything like this, like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. Probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you would tell if there had been a rough sketch. But not that it looked like. But not what it looked like. Okay. Ah, I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before the painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. You think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Oh my gosh, wait. What if it's all our previous cases? That just might be the case. Here we go. This guy was like some sort of like magician, or he was some sort of like psychic. You could see the future. He painted it kind of like in JoJo's with Joseph. How you could. Okay, let's okay. Never mind. My theory just died. What? Oh no! Wait, no, I did not die. That is the noodle shop. This one too. What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. Do you think I could just look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. So this okay. Here we go. So if I am correct, then this has to be the concert that we just did. Right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's print this one out. Except he wasn't like on fire though. What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Juicy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? They're the previous cases. This guy's stalking our career. Whoa. Ah! There. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Gaviniers concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I've never heard of any Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases. But there were my cases. Drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham? And what did he have to do with me? To be continued. And to be continued it will be. Because I'm gonna stop. Turn the games menu. Oh yeah. Dun, dun, there's my goat right there. I'm so excited. This is the last one. But I'm so excited, man. I wanna get to this one. Cause I saw it and I saw my boy there. So when I started this one, I was like, why is he like a bum? But I guess we'll find out here soon enough. Ugh. So far, these have been fun though. But for now, I am going to end the stream. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.